Please note, the following recording contains strong language. The ACT Monologues. The Bride by Keeley Smyth. Performed by Sarah Michael.
Here it is, the big day. The day I've been dreaming about since I was a little girl. Does my hair look okay? Does my makeup look just right? Not too overdone, but like I've actually made an effort. How about the dress? Does it fit okay? I did the whole wedding dress diet thing and I was so worried it wouldn't look as nice with the alterations. So pleased I went with the memory foam insole shoes. They are so comfy. Wow, my wedding day. I still can't believe it. The day you proposed will be forever etched in my mind. The trouble you had gone to, who knows what time you had to get up to write that out in the sand, prepare a champagne picnic and collect that beautiful bouquet of flowers. Not to mention the fact that you had got the flowers in the colour you knew I wanted our wedding day to be. What a thoughtful touch. And this ring. I still can't believe you designed it and had it made for me. It is everything I dreamed of and more. It is shining away now, waiting for my special wedding band to snuggle up beside it. It is all like a fairy tale. My parents are so excited. My mum is so happy to have been involved in the planning. How much trouble she has gone to source bits and bobs for us. From table decorations to hair clips for the bridesmaids. Her support has been unending and invaluable. My dad is just overjoyed to have a boy in the family. I love how when you asked him for my hand in marriage, how hilarious and grown up does that sound? He just carried on talking about football scores. Seriously though, my whole family think you are great. It is why they have made such an effort to be here today. Even my sister. Pain in the arse that she is. You even have her seal of approval. And the rest of the bridesmaids. Obviously their opinions count the most. They look so beautiful in their purple dresses. And how long did it take to find that right shade of purple? The handmade pendants catching the light as they flurry around doing last-minute hair adjustments and posing for the photographer. I can see them all through the crack in the door as they sip at their champagne and giggle in excitement. So, how can I tell them? How can I possibly tell them? I jumped when my phone beeped earlier. The hairdresser had just finished and left me alone to gather my thoughts. I didn't know the rules. Was a text from the groom before the wedding under the same superstition rules as seeing him before the wedding? Apparently so. Especially when that text is dumping you. I don't care what you say. You can't spin it in any other way. Calling off our wedding and our whole relationship is dumping me. I actually can't believe this is happening. I can feel the tears threatening, but I think the utter shock is holding them back. Why? All you've told me is that we're not compatible anymore. What the fuck? What does that even mean? And why take until now to figure that out? We've lived together for the last 4 years. I'm pretty sure you had enough chance to work that out before now. I feel like my world has ended, like you've just pushed me off a cliff. I mean, everything I know to be my life, you, isn't real. It's gone. I don't even know which way is up. How can you build me up so high on a pedestal just to pull it out from under me? How? Why? There is a pain here that feels like a knife has been thrust in and twisted sharply. Why does it hurt so much? How is it such a physical pain? I don't understand. I don't understand any of it. What are you supposed to do? No, how are you supposed to cope when the person who is always there for you, the person who you would turn to when you feel like this, is the person who has caused this? It's the person who has caused this pain, who has made you feel like there is nothing left to live for. Yesterday, just yesterday, you said you loved me. You said you loved me so much and couldn't wait for me to be your bride. How in the space of 24 hours are we suddenly not compatible? I can't breathe. I keep thinking I'll wake up and this will all just be a really bad dream, a nightmare in fact. But I know the sharp pain from the edge of the tiara digging into my head is enough to have woken me up. We were so close to having everything, so close to the rest of our lives. We had plans to start a family. We have a beautiful dog, who, by the way, is coming with me. We even have an offer on a house. Oh, God, of course. I'm homeless now as well. Brilliant. Thanks. We were so happy. If you weren't, then you deserve a bloody Oscar because you had us all fooled. To add insult to injury, you asked if I could drop the ring off to your parents' house at some point. Are you actually kidding? This ring you had designed and made for me, you want it back? No. Just no. It's all I have left. I will need this to sell, just so I can be able to pay my parents back for some of what this has cost them, financially, emotionally, and my poor family and friends who have paid so much to travel here today. It's bloody selfish of you. What is worse is I could hear the laughter next door, the hushed voices, the opening of champagne. Your bloody mother is over the fucking moon. I was never good enough for that stuck-up, arrogant bitch. Well, guess what? Silver lining to everything. I'm so pleased not to be related to her, not to be marrying her wet drip of a son who has to run to mummy every 5 minutes and who would have controlled every inch of our lives. God forbid if we had children and didn't bring them up how she wanted, didn't trot them off to boarding school at the first possible opportunity, and didn't take her advice at every turn. So yes, there is a bright side, a positive, which is all I'm clinging on to at the moment of this darkness, in this moment of complete and utter confusion and betrayal. But how can I go through that door and tell those people closest to me that I've failed? That I failed in one area of my life I was so content and happy in? How can I stand to see their faces fall, to see the glances they give each other whilst they work out what to say, to see the looks of sympathy and feel the hugs, where you hold on so tight you never want to let go? How can I bear to hear their hatred for you, to listen to their bitter opinions, when right at this moment I don't hate you. I still love you. If you changed your mind now, I would still walk down that aisle with you. It is nothing but a case of cold feet. Unfortunately, the rot has set in the cold feet by the poison your mother has drip-fed you. I have to laugh. The irony of our first dance hits home. I won't give up. Well, guess what you have done? You've given up after everything we've been through. You've given up. Over what? I still don't even know. Not compatible doesn't even make sense. And to do this by text. And then turn your phone off. I know it's off because I've tried ringing it and it doesn't go through. You have literally cut me out of your life just like that. So here I am, trussed up like a bloody Christmas turkey in a dress that cost more than my flipping car on the most expensive yet most miserable day of my life. having to break the news to my family and friends. Oh, and the vicar, because you had to leave that little treat for me, didn't you? Wait, maybe I should change first. Can this dress take mascara stains? Oh, fuck it. Who cares anymore? What's one little mascara stain in comparison to the car crash my life just became? This may be the hardest thing I ever have to do in my life, but walking into that room is walking into my future. Okay, so it isn't quite the future I thought today would bring, but it is a future where I can be free and a future where I can be the real me. So thank you. Thank you for saving me from an unhappy marriage. Thank you for saving me from an expensive divorce. And thank you for giving me my life back. Here goes. Mum, Dad, I've got something to tell you.